I made our first TikTok and I'm really happy about it. And do you know what? It was actually kind of fun. I haven't even worked out how it works yet, but I like all the options. Like, there's a lot more editing options. It's kind of, I know, there's more bright colours and there's more options, and I like it. I can feel both fear and support from the host, one of the hosts, which I'm grateful for. Yeah, I can tell that it feels a little bit chaotic. It doesn't feel bad to me though. Like, it's a little annoying having to like share the body in that. Like, I don't hate it. It's not all annoying, but like, there's loads of stuff I want to do, and I want to explore like fucking everything, and I want to spend time doing like ollies and skateboarding more often, and like, there's a lot of stuff I want to do, and I know I gotta make sure that everyone has energy to do other stuff as well. And I know that I can't just take all the time out here because other people want to front too. And that sucks. Like, I wish we could just all hang out in a group and all do what we want to do without like one person having to stop being in the front for other people to be. That bit really sucks. That's really, really annoying. I think that's a whole general consensus. There's a little seagull there. But I like the company, and I like seeing videos that other people made. I've started watching back Violet's vlogs, or videos on the McLean situation, because like it felt like I knew what we'd said, but if I tried to think about it, I couldn't remember any of it, and I was like, oh, I don't know what we said. So I started watching them back, and it's all really surprising stuff. I'm like really impressed with what we've been saying and with all the points she made. I haven't got to Vince's bits yet. But like, I know they're there, but I haven't seen it and don't have the knowledge of what he said. And I'm looking forward to it because it's not like, sorry, I got freaked out because it's, it's really fucking weird to me. It's really fucking weird to me to like, I didn't mean to switch. I didn't mean to end up in the front then. I just felt like anxious about it for a second, a little bit too much, and then I'm scared that every time I get anxious or I feel something about this is overwhelming or scary, it's like gonna make it stop, because this is more active than the system has been since like maybe when we were kids. I maybe kind of remember this feeling a bit, but even then it wasn't so clear. It was like there was way more blank time, way more just like closing my eyes in one situation and opening them again, and it had been like months or days or weeks depending on which part of me. So I feel like usually it's like a lot more locked down and nothing's happening. Like, I'm running everything my fucking self. I'm exhausted. Maybe I've been front stuck for a long time and not realised. And then this feels like a lot better, actually. But it's also really unfamiliar. So it's kind of weird. It feels a lot more chaotic and a lot more confusing, and like I have no idea what's fucking going on, and it's going on a lot instead of. But I still think that's kind of better than just being like exhausted and burnt out and stuck and having complete disconnect. You know what? This is better. This is unfamiliar territory, but this is better. I can't like remember half of what I've been saying though, and that's making me feel really. I'm just gonna have to go with radical trust a hell of a lot. Trust that like no matter what any of us have been saying, it's been okay, even if I can't remember it. You know, it's really funny because immediately after watching the McLean video, I think we all felt really shut down, like scared and hyper-vigilant of criticism, which is kind of my whole life anyway, but more, it felt like everything I fucking was thinking and going to do and felt was wrong. And usually, like, my whole fucking life, if we feel unsafe and we feel like people around us are going to judge us, there's a lot that goes back to early childhood and abusive assholes and our family of origin that's like, just lock it down. Like, I know a lot. I remember specific memories, but I feel them. And I remember some, but there's a lot. I know that it's just like people are going to judge us for being insert massive list of qualities. Basically the criteria was ever changing and nothing was ever good enough. But my response was always like disconnect from parts of me, from parts of our system, shut it all down, lock it all away, make sure I'm like the only one in the front. And the McLean thing felt like it started to do the same thing. And then, like, we kind of just went, no. Like, we've had a whole fucking lifetime of that. And I feel like it's been going the other way instead now. Like, I have no fucking idea what's going on for a lot of reasons. Like, everything is a lot more confusing, but I'm actually blanking like a lot more, but at the same time I'm kind of aware of it. There's like a lot that's different to the way that we usually would close down defensively. It feels like something's shifted and like instead of still being like shut and closed down, feels like instead of being shut and closed down, like we did have a period of being really active as a system, like a couple of years ago. And then we had like all of the dealing with our family of origin, all of the dealing with holding our abuser accountable, one of them, going no contact, and like all of these things that just the defense of just lock it all down, like me and Vince in the front, sometimes Connor, sometimes Art, but like mostly it would just be like stick the host in the front, fucking disconnect from everything else. I haven't even been able to like know what's going on in the inner world most of the time. And it feels like that's kind of lifted over this, and now there's like not the same stuck parameters. Everything feels like it's cycling more, and like it's looser, and like it can. And I guess that presents a whole different section of things to learn about, and that's okay. It's really fucking weird, but that's okay. I'm good with being completely confused in a new way.